On Her Majesty's Secret Service by Ian Fleming. Dramatized by Archie Scotney. Starring Toby Stephens as James Bond, Joanna Lumley as Irma Bunt, Alex Jennings as Draco, Lisa Dillon as Tracy, and Alfred Molina as Blofeld. With John Standing, Janie Dee, Lloyd Owen, and Julian Sands. Martin Jarvis is the voice of Ian Fleming.
It was one of those Septembers when it seemed the summer would never end.
Mummy, I'm very disappointed in you. You made me very unhappy keeping me away from the sea like that. I like the sea. One day, if I get really unhappy, I shall walk out into the sea and start to swim down the path of the moon or the sun, and I shall go on swimming and swimming and swimming until I disappear. So there.
The 5-mile promenade of Royal Les Eaux was bright with flags, and on the longest beach in northern France, bathing tents still marched prettily down to the tide line, in battalions. James Bond had been nursing his car, the old Continental Bentley R-Type, along that fast stretch between Abbeville and Montreuil. He was hurrying safely at between 80 and 90, but his mind was totally occupied by the letter of resignation from the Secret Service he had left on M's desk 24 hours before.
Personal for M. Sir, after the completion of and recovery from my previous operation, I received instructions from you to concentrate all my efforts on the pursuit and capture of Ernst Stavro Blofeld. I accepted the assignment with reluctance. Ever since, I have been engaged in what I can only describe as routine, fruitless police work. I beg leave, therefore, to submit my resignation from the service, effective forthwith. I am, sir, your obedient servant, 007.
Bond drove up the gravel sweep of the Hotel Splendide, and there stood the little white Lancia that had been racing him, cheekily cutting across his bonnet on the road just south of Le Touquet.
Commander Bond, welcome to Royal Les Eaux once more.
Maurice, thank you. The young woman who arrived just ahead of me, is she staying here?
Indeed, yes, mon commandant. Jean-Louis, les bagages.
Bien sûr, monsieur.
La Comtesse Teresa di Vincenzo, a good friend of the hotel. The father is a rich industrial from the south. Madame lives life to the full.
She's a nerveless driver. Not my favourite thing to be passed at speed by a pretty girl.
Naturally, monsieur.
How's the summer been?
Superb. Tonight, Casino Royale holds its last special of the season. Chemin de fer tables will be overflowing. Very high game indeed.
Le banco est fait. Faites vos yeux, monsieur. Faites vos yeux.
Alors.
Damn it, the game's gone cold. Shall I pass my bank? The cards have no memory, after all. No. Maybe hang on.
Messieurs, 6 à la main. Allons.
Banco. That's better. 800,000 francs in the bank. One more coup and I'm off to the races.
Well, congratulations, sir, but why not pocket your small fortune and pass the bank? Surely the cards must change, eh?
The cards have no memory in victory or defeat.
Oh, that's very true, my
Thank you.
Oh, well, spell broken.
Nevertheless, monsieur, ici?
Thanks. For you.
Merci, monsieur.
Well, nearly £3,000. Now be careful, James. Sit on it. Well, some of it, anyway. Barely past midnight. Don't want to go home yet.
Un banco de vin mis. Faites vos yeux, monsieur. Un banco de vin mis.
Banco.
Oh, you see that? Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's her. Good evening. Do sit down, mademoiselle.
Thank you. I will.
Bond was intensely captivated. Golden arms, beautiful face, brilliant blue eyes, plain white dress, golden hair.
Le banco est fait?
Un quatre.
Oh, no. She's nothing better than a 5.
Another card for you, madame.
Madame, voilà.
4.
Oh, mademoiselle, this is bad luck.
She's lost.
Monsieur Chef de Jure, my regrets, but I have no...
Quoi?
I cannot pay.
Mais c'est impossible, madame. I am sorry, it is necessary you arrange à la caisse.
What?
I cannot.
Isn't this what they call le coup du dishonneur?
Oui, monsieur. Dishonneur. Quelle honte!
Oh my God, she's done it. No money, no credit.
I am not worried. The casino will pay me in case of a default.
Oh.
Wait a moment. Forgive me, madame. Have you forgotten?
I'm sorry. Forgotten what?
We agreed to play in partnership this evening.
Partnership?
I beg your pardon, monsieur le chef de jeu. My mind was elsewhere. I'm playing for her. Here. Let the game continue.
I must... Excuse me. Excuse me.
Is it true what the Englishman has said?
Well, it must be. You don't pay 20 million francs for a girl.
Well, to hell with it. I'm afraid our syndicate lost again. Krug, half bottle.
Oui, monsieur.
I tried to get it back. I couldn't compete. I stood on a 5.
You should have drawn on the 5.
Hmm?
I always do. Why did you rescue me?
Beautiful girl in distress. Besides, we kind of made friends on the road this evening. You drive like an angel. You wouldn't have passed me if I'd been paying attention. I was thinking of other things.
Oh, I'd have beaten you anyway. You want to stay alive.
And you don't?
Krug, monsieur?
My name's Bond. James Bond. Please stay alive.
My name is Tracy. That's short for all the names you were told.
Ah. Teresa was a saint.
I'm not a saint. So, shall we go now?
I'm sorry?
I'm not interested in conversation. And you have earned your reward.
What?
No, I will go alone. You can come later. The room number is 45. If you wish, you can make the most expensive love of your life. It will have cost you 40 million francs. I hope it will be worth it. James, that was heaven. You are handsome and strong and kind. I wanted to remember what it can be like. Thank you. Go now. Please come back when you wake up.
Tracy, of course. Good night.
Oh, James.
I'll see you in the morning.
What? Oh, no. No, I don't know.
Where shall we lunch?
What do you mean, lunch? No. Get the hell away from me, do you hear? You've had what you wanted, now get out. Get out.
Wasn't it what you wanted too?
No, lousy. Get out, do you hear?
Okay. Tracy, let me help you. You've got some troubles. That's not the end of the world. So have I. So has everyone else.
Go to hell.
Good night.
Fermeture en 10 minutes. À 18h, fermeture. Private will close at 8 o'clock. 10 minutes time, fermeture de la plage. Merci.
James Bond had been watching her all day. The beaten stretch of sand was almost deserted now.
She's still lying there motionless. Why? Why am I watching over her? Why do I think there's danger in here? And there she goes, towards the sea. I knew it! Tracy! Tracy! Tracy!
Yes? What is it? What do you want?
I followed you from the hotel. Been watching you all day. What's the matter?
Get away. You can't stop me.
Tracy, I was worried you were going to do something like this.
Get away.
Mr. Bond, don't move or you'll get it in the back of the knee.
What?
Hands behind your neck.
Ah. Good evening, gentlemen. Seascape with figures. I suppose I must do as you ask. There.
He'll have a gun. Get it.
See.
Help yourself. I'm just wondering what enemies I might have here. Blofeld, perhaps? Has the hare turned upon the hound?
Stay still. Body search.
Feel free, so to speak. Tracy, friends of yours?
I know them. They're not friends.
Then what is this? A kidnapping? Or am I to be executed? A deal of some kind? No, this must be the terminal point. Or is it? Oh, bad luck, gentlemen. Coast Guards. We've been spotted. By God, I'll roast you when we get to the harbour police.
Silence. Get ready. Come on.
What? Oh, I see. This is your craft. We're going for a boat ride. After you, Tracy. Here, you'll catch cold. Take my jacket.
Thanks.
So where are we heading? We'll at least fumble with socks and shoes. Got it. One heel knife palmed. Transfer to trouser pocket. Ah.
2 more men were waiting on a small jetty. The girl and Bond were escorted up a narrow dust road through sand dunes. Ahead, Bond could see a glimmer of light coming from a gigantic, glittering transport truck.
Curiouser and curiouser.
You! Go up.
At least it's warm in here.
James, this is where I leave you. Here's your jacket, thank you.
What?
This is my room.
Oh, very nice. Very luxurious. Oh, well.
Andiamo. Di store.
Merde vous.
You, open.
Inside, now.
So there you are. Welcome.
Who are you? Stay still, I have a knife.
I surrender, of course. Santos, Gio, you can go away now.
Signore.
Si, signore.
But do not kill me, I beg of you. At least not until we have had a stiff whiskey and soda.
Huh. All right. The calendar on the wall beside you. September the 16th.
Ah, bravo. Actually the 15th, but respectable. How do you do? Marc-Ange Draco is my name. You have heard of it?
No.
But I have heard of yours, Commander James Bond, of Her Majesty's Secret Service, correct?
I'll take my knife back if you don't mind.
Come, sit down. This, how you say, Pantechnicon is my traveling headquarters. But first, refreshment. Help yourself.
Thank you.
I learned who you are from a friend in the 12e in Paris. I'll join you. I am in the opposite camp to yourself, well, at a tangent. I am now going to place my life in your hands once again. Sante.
Sante. Well?
I am head of the Union cause, the Corsican Mafia.
Oh, really?
Commander, I want to discuss a personal matter. It concerns my daughter.
Your daughter?
Teresa.
Ah. Okay.
Thank you. I was married once only to an English girl. She had come to Corsica to look for bandits. She found me in the mountains. The police were after me at the time, but she refused to leave me. I came to love this girl. I smuggled her away from the island to Marseille and married her. The result was Teresa, my only child.
Corsican English.
My wife died 10 years ago. I had my daughter's education finished in Switzerland. At that time, I was elected chief of the Union. She was, how do you say, the apple of my eye. But from Switzerland, she entered the fast international set. And yet behind her bravado, the worm of self-destruction was eating away her soul. She married a worthless Italian. He deserted her, leaving her with a girl child. I purchased a divorce for her, bought a small chateau for my Teresa in the Dordogne. For once, she seemed almost at peace. And then 6 months ago, the baby died of spinal meningitis.
I see. Have you thought...
Wait. She disappeared. Then I heard she had reserved a room here at the Splendide for last night. I hurried down from Paris. I had a presentiment of tragedy. This was where we spent the summers in her childhood. She was in love with the sea. I had a dreadful memory when she had been naughty and had been locked in her room instead of going bathing. And that night she said to her mother quite calmly, that she might drown herself. I had her closely watched. Your gentlemanly conduct in the casino was reported to me.
Anything else?
No, there is nothing to apologize for. I gave orders that you were both to be brought here. Read this. She gave it to the concierge for posting to me when she went out. You followed her to the beach. You also feared for her.
She's a girl worth worrying about.
Read it.
Dear Papa, I am sorry, but I have had enough.
It is only sad because tonight I met a man who might have changed my mind. An Englishman called James Bond. Please find him and pay him 20,000 new francs, which I owe him. And thank him. From me. This is nobody's fault but my own. Goodbye, and forgive me. Tracy.
Tracy. Well,
Tracy. She thinks Teresa sounds too grand.
Yes.
Commander Bond, will you give my daughter a reason to leave?
Jesus, I'm no Samaritan. What did you have in mind?
I wish you to pay court to her. Marry her. On the day of the marriage, I will give you a personal dowry of £1 million.
Oh, come on! The girl's sick. She needs a psychiatrist, and I don't want £1 million. I have my profession. Well, sort of.
Commander.
Look, she's troubled. I will do all I can for her. But first she has to get well of her own accord. She should go to some clinic, in Switzerland, probably. She needs to live again. Only then would there be any point in our meeting.
But you must...
Let me finish. I have not got the patience to act as anyone's nurse, however much I am attracted by your daughter.
Okay, my friend. Just one further favor. It is now 9 o'clock. Take her out to dinner tonight. Talk to her, show her that she is wanted, that you have affection for her. Do this for me.
Of course. But I'm booked from Le Touquet tomorrow morning. Will you be responsible for her from then?
Certainly. Forgive me. You have given me hope. I have great resources. Is there anything in this world I can do for you now, at this moment?
Yes. A man called Blofeld, Ernst Stavro Blofeld. You will have heard of him. Is he alive? Where is he?
Ah, the Blofeld. Yes, he's alive. Only recently he bribed 3 of my men, members of the old Spectre, away from the Union. He is in Switzerland, somewhere, possibly close to St. Moritz. No exact address. Will that help?
Got him, bastard. Yes, Draco. We have contacts in Switzerland.
But if things go wrong, you will come at once to me? This is my open address. Telephone or cable. Put your request as if in connection with electrical appliances.
Good. Similarly, we are universal export.
I know that. Enjoy your dinner with my daughter, Mr. Bond.
Good morning, James. Message from M.
What is it today, Moneypenny? War or peace?
Fairly peaceful, I think. You're to go at once to the College of Arms. Ask for Griffin Orr.
Or what?
Just Orr. Oh, and his pursuivant as well, whatever that means. He's one of the heralds. Apparently they've got some kind of a line on... Bedlam.
You can say it, Moneypenny. Good code name for Blofeld. That envelope I asked you to put on M's desk. What happened to it?
James, I'm so sorry. I must have forgotten. It's still here.
Ah. Tell you what, I think I'll hang on to it for the moment.
Certainly, James. Here you are.
Thanks.
Your appointment is at 10. Better get pursuing.
Morning. I'm Griffin Orr. Oh, do sit, Commander.
Thanks.
Now then. Bond. Yes, I think I've got you here. Yes, actually it's a baronetcy. Most desirable. Where did your parents come from, if I may ask? That is the first step.
My father came from the Highlands near Glencoe, but I came here to talk about Blofeld.
What? Not interested in your own line of descent? Does it not excite you that a possible ancestor of yours was responsible for the name of one of the most famous streets in the world? I refer, of course, to Bond Street. Sir Thomas Bond, Baronet of Peckham. Do you not wish to establish a claim? The coat of arms, for instance. Argent on a chevron, sable, 3 bezants. A bezant is a golden ball, as I'm sure you know, 3 balls.
A valuable bonus. But we really must get down to business.
Oh. Bond. Well, a fine old English name, though perhaps of lowly origin. Husbandman, peasant. Churl. How can I be of service?
It seems you have information about a certain Blofeld, Ernst Stavro Blofeld.
Blofeld? You represented yourself as a Bond.
Somewhere in this building is information about a man called Blofeld.
Oh. It's Blofeld now, is it? Oh, why didn't you mention it before? Still, Blofeld. I seem to recall it came up the other day. Now, who had the case?
I'm Sable Basilisk, Mr. Bond.
Hello. Every detail on Ernst Blofeld, please.
I see this is where our secrets have to come second to yours. Blofeld. Well, in June, we got this letter from a firm of Zurich solicitors. Intriguing. Honoured Sirs, top secret. We have a valued client by the name of Ernst Stavro Blofeld.
This gentleman styles himself Monsieur le Comte de Bleuville, in the belief that he is the rightful heir to this extinct title. Our client is now anxious to have the facts established, legally, to obtain right to the de Bleuville title. We understand that you, honoured sirs, are the only body in the world capable of undertaking
this research. And so on, blah, blah, blah.
So have you kept the contact?
You bet. It's very lucrative. First thing I asked for was the birth certificate. I was told it had been lost, and that the Count had in fact been born in Gdynia of a Polish father and Greek mother on May 28th, 1908.
Go on.
Okay, I established that there had indeed been a family of de Bleuvilles, as claimed by Blofeld. I made simple researches. Pages containing any record of Blofeld's birth had been neatly cut out. I wrote a neutral report, and until yesterday, there the case rests.
I take you haven't got Blofeld's present address?
Absolutely not.
Might they reveal it? If we could establish an excuse for an envoy, say, sent out from the College of Heralds. Me, for example.
Well, we could go the physical characteristics route, I suppose. Listen, for your shell-likes only, none of the de Bleuvilles had lobes to their ears.
Well, I know Blofeld's got lobes, rather pronounced lobes. I've seen the pictures. Where does that get us?
He's probably not a de Bleuville, but no reason why he should know what we're looking for.
Only problem is, Basilisk, how in hell could I play the part?
Worry not, I'll coach you in heraldry.
Yes, but Blofeld's smart.
Mr. Bond, Blofeld wants a new skin. He will receive you with open ears.
Nonsense, 007. Who the hell are you supposed to be, anyway?
An emissary from the College of Arms, sir. This heraldry chap recommends I should have some kind of title. Seems snobbery is Blofeld's Achilles' heel. I think we can get to him.
What's this ridiculous title to be?
Well, sir, there's a chap called Sir Hilary Bray, friend of Sable Basilisk's.
Sable what?
Basilisk, sir.
God.
Heraldry fellow. Apparently Bray is not unlike me to look at. This is his coat of arms.
What? It's more like Piccadilly Circus at midnight.
Be that as it may, sir, Sable Basilisk can fix it. Sir Hilary lives in some remote glen in the Highlands watching birds. No one in Switzerland would ever have heard of him.
Sir Hilary Bray. And then what do? Run around the Alps waving his banner? Yuppie-dee, yuppie-da.
Sir, if Blofeld takes the bait, I go out to Switzerland and suggest that I work on his de Bleuville pedigree with him.
And?
Try and winkle him over the frontier where we can kidnap him. It needs your approval first, sir.
Why not winkle Blofeld's address out of the lawyers, and then we could do some kind of a commando job?
You know the Swiss, sir. They tip off Blofeld just to get their fees before he vamoosed. Money's the religion of Switzerland.
I don't need a lecture on the Swiss, thank you, 007. At least they keep their trains clean and cope with the beatnik problem. Oh, well, I suppose it had better go ahead. Reluctantly approved.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
M speaking. Prime Minister personally, please.
Bond? Sable Basilisk here. We've snared him.
I have a letter from Zurich saying Blofeld agrees to a meeting with Sir Hilary. He's hooked. Oh, and would Sir Hilary please arrive at Zurich Central Airport by Swiss Air Flight number 105, due at 1300 hours on December 21st. Bingo.
Let's play hard to get. Cable them the date isn't convenient to Sir Hilary. Problems with the Canadian High Commissioner in the arms of the Hudson's Bay Company.
Ha.
Say I could manage the 22nd. If they agree, that should confirm that the fish has not only swallowed the hook...
But line and sinker as well. Oh, very good.
I hope you have some tricks up your sleeve, 007.
Tricks, sir?
To make Sir Hilary's continued existence important to Blofeld.
Of course.
If you ask me, the whole thing's a lot of bezants.
Oh, that's good, sir. Operation Bezant.
I should have instructed Q to devise a consignment of explosive snowballs for your so-called protection, 007. By the way, you do know that if your true identity becomes known to Blofeld, you would instantly be liquidated.
Thank you very much, sir.
Burke's extinct and dormant baronetage, property of the College of Heralds, stamped, not to be removed from the library.
Check.
The printed Visitations in the College of Arms, stamped ditto.
Check.
Passport in the name of Sir Hilary Bray, fairly well used and dog-eared.
Not bad. One large file of correspondence with Augsburg and Zurich.
James, have you fixed your laundry tags and so on?
Yes, plus a gold watch and chain with the Bray seal.
Quite the little baronet.
Do you really see me up in the glens gralloching a hind with my bare hands?
Just be yourself, James.
What's your feeling, Moneypenny?
My feeling?
Think it'll come off?
I don't like you taking on this Blofeld without a gun.
M's choice, not mine.
You will take care, won't you?
Yep. On your way, Moneypenny.
Oh. Good luck, James. And happy Christmas.
Sir Hilary Bray?
Hello there.
Wie geht's? I am Fräulein Irma Bunt, personal secretary to the Count Blofeld.
Good afternoon.
Have you enjoyed Happy Flight?
Very pleasant, yes.
Your case, please.
Oh, no, that's quite all right.
Please. Oh, schwer.
Quite a few books, I'm afraid.
You will follow me this way. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Ja, a little. Kleines bisschen.
French, perhaps?
Enough for my work.
Oh, yes. That is important. Through here, please. You make helicopter travel before, no?
I have not had that pleasure.
It is nice. One obtains a fine vista. Here, the ladder to climb, please.
Right, shall I take my... Very well. Where are we heading for?
Into the Alps. High Alps. They are beautiful. You like mountains, isn't it?
What? Oh, yes, I love them. Just like Scotland.
Oh. Avoid your head. I take you a bowler hat.
Thanks.
Und umbrella, danke. Please avoid your head again, Sir Hilary.
So where actually are we?
High Alps, I told you. Luggage follows. Here, your hat once more.
Oh.
Und umbrella.
Thank you.
Bitte.
Yes, it is rather. Sorry.
Mind to not slip. This Alp, Pete's Gloria, is total property of our wonderful Count Blofeld. Together with local authority, he constructed the Seilbahn, cable car. See there? Our station, yes?
Oh, terrific.
Follow, please.
Splendid. Very popular, I imagine.
Yeah. Also, we have fine ski runs, famous already, and bobsleigh, more greater than Cresta at St. Moritz. You ski, perhaps? Or make bobsleigh?
Afraid not. Too much bound up with my books.
A pity. These installations bring good income for the Count. Important to support his life's work, the Institute.
Institute?
Für physiologische Forschung. scientific research.
Ah.
The Count is leader in the field of allergies, you understand? This is like the fever of hay, unableness to eat shellfish, yes?
Oh, really?
Laboratories are in separate building. Over there, where the Count also resides. Here, in this building, live the patients.
Patients?
For sure. Are young ladies. Follow me inside. Avoid your head. Room 2, Sir Hilary. Enter.
Oh.
Your satisfaction?
Chintzy. Home from home.
Good. Now I convey some laws of the club, isn't it?
Oh, it's not a hotel, then?
Club Gloria. Exclusive for international members. Private. Count Blauville asks you will not disturb his patients with many questions. Treatments are delicate.
Of course. And when may I see the Count, Fräulein Bunt? There are matters awaiting my attention in London.
Oh, of course, my dear Sir Hilary. The Count asks to be excused tonight. He would like to receive you 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Is suitable?
Suitable.
You have noticed no door handle on this side?
Oh, good heavens.
You will ring when you wish to leave the room, yes?
Well, yes.
It is on account of the patients. For their good. They must have quiet. Difficult to prevent visiting for gossip, you understand? Bedtime is 10 o'clock, but there is night staff if you need service.
Thank you.
We meet for cocktails in our private bar at 6 o'clock. My girls are much looking forward. So?
Until 6, then.
Your luggage arrives imminently. Observe, the doors are not locked from the outside. You may re-enter your room at any time.
Well, that's a relief. Dankeschön.
Bitte schön.
My name's Bray. Hilary Bray.
We know. We're so excited to have a man among us, Sir Hilary.
You bet we are.
And a baronet to boot.
Is that what one does to a baronet?
Maybe. Of course.
Exciting. Not necessarily.
Bring your cocktail here, Sir Hilary.
Oh.
Sit down, won't you? Yes, sit down.
Thank you. I didn't catch your name.
Oh, I'm Ruby. Must be quite an ordeal for you. Among all those girls, I mean.
Rather a pleasant surprise, actually. It's going to be difficult getting all your names right. Ruby, be an angel and run through the field, so to speak.
Oh, of course. Well, that's Miss Irma Bunt by the fireplace. She's the sort of matron. And then this is Violet. Hello. That's Kirsty.
Hi.
This is Sally.
Hello.
How's the skiing, Sal?
Loving it. But Fritz says I'm not getting enough Vorlager.
Vorlager? What's that?
It's the position he wants me in. My skis keep running away from me. But Fritz says I am getting there, though.
She means he's getting there.
Après ski.
Same with me. My sit-upon's black and blue. The Count says I'm getting on very well. Oh, won't it be awful when we all have to go?
Ghastly. And that's Anne in the Pearls and Twins set. Hello there, Sir Hilary. Do you think you've got us all straight now?
Yours truly, Fox. I feel like one of those film stars who gets snarled up in a girls' school, you know, sort of St. Trinians.
We're not all like St. Trinians. Yes, we are.
Speak for yourself, Annie.
Just a thought. How about another drink, Ruby?
Oh, thanks, awfully.
And you, Miss Bunt?
Thank you, Sir Hilary. Apfelsaft, bitte. Dining in 10 Minuten.
Oh.
I'm not having another Coke. They give me wind.
Oh, Violet, how could you?
Well, they make me hiccup. Sorry. Oh, so there's no harm in saying that, is there?
Not at all. I must say, you girls are fabulous.
Oh, Sir Hilary, you're a sport.
We expected you to be a stuffed shirt, didn't we,
We
girls?
did. But he's not.
No,
He's not.
I certainly have to hand it to the Count, Fräulein Bunt. To lease an entire Alp and put up a cable railway. And, of course, skiing is the most widely practiced sport in the world.
Almost.
Can anyone explain to me the difference between a Pietz and an Alp and a Berg?
Interesting question, Sir Hilary. A Pietz is local name for a peak. An Alp, larger than a berg. These out there are all Alps. Why do you ask?
In my profession, the exact meaning of words is vital. For instance, can you remember, Fräulein Bunt, if your ancestors had any connection with England? The Dukedom of Bronte, for example.
You mean...
Well, you could be a Duchess, Fräulein.
Duchess of Bunt.
Oh, my God.
So, My forebears, I am sure, relationship with a Count Graf von Bunt.
Ah.
I see you've chosen the chicken, Sir Hilary.
I thought I'd give it a chance.
Oh, I adore chicken too.
Oh.
I absolutely dote on it. I love them. I love eating them. It's strange, really. I'm loving my Miss Bunt.
Perfect choice. Good.
More potatoes for me, Klaus.
Ja, Kartoffeln, sicherlich.
I simply love potatoes.
Bitte?
Don't you, Sir Hilary?
Fine when you're taking plenty of exercise.
Oh, they're just darling, aren't they, Miss Bunt?
Yeah, good for you too.
I like my Aberdeen Angus steak very rare, good and bloody.
Pork for me. Yum, yum, yum. This little piggy went to market.
What is this, a day off from some rigorous diet? You heard what I was saying about surnames, Ruby. What's yours, for instance?
No, Sir Hilary. Rule of house, only first names.
Oh, really?
Part of the Count's treatment. Transference of identity to help the cure. You understand?
Afraid that's rather out of my depth.
No doubt the Count will explain to you tomorrow. One day, the world will be startled when he reveals his methods.
I'm sure. Tell me more about your skiing, girls. Perhaps I shall pick up some tips.
Well, Sir Hilary.
Plenty of waiters. 3 Germans, 3 Slavs, 3 Corsicans. No doubt ex-Draco. Communist cell pattern from each of the gangster organizations. And maybe Frenchmen in the kitchen. Spectre is still alive and eating well.
All laboratories along this corridor, Sir Hilary. Low light here for research. Lecture room. And here, the Count's private quarters. He lives with his work.
Good show.
Ja, guten Morgen. Herein.
Go. You may enter.
Oh, right. Thanks.
My esteemed Sir Hilary, this is a distinct pleasure.
So sorry I couldn't come on the 21st. We've a lot going on at the moment.
Ah, yes. Canada, African states. It's problematic. Oh, shall we go to the veranda? You see, I am a heliotrope, sun worshipper. So much so that I've had these contact lenses devised for me. No, look close. Yeah, otherwise, the ultraviolet rays at this altitude.
Haven't seen that kind before. Racing green, almost.
Racing green, yes. Out here. Come.
Yes, it would be nice to return to the fogs with something of a tan.
Please, take a lounger.
Oh, I better take off my sweater. Phew.
And now, Sir Hilary, what necessitates this visit?
My dear Count, the College of Arms has come to a difficult passage in your case. I refer to the disappearance of the de Bleuville line around the time of the French Revolution and the emergence of the Blofeld family in Augsburg, one of Germany's oldest cities. There is hope, but it demands a personal confrontation.
For what purpose?
Forgive me, Count. A certain physical peculiarity exists in connection with the de Bleuvilles.
Peculiarity?
Well, all the traceable de Bleuville effigies or portraits have been distinctive in one inherited characteristic. The family had no lobes to their ears.
No lobes? Well, take a good look, Sir Hilary.
Oh, may I?
Look closely.
Yes, of course.
No. Go on. Take hold. Feel. And?
No lobes.
No lobes. Would not my word have been sufficient?
I'm so sorry, Count, but that was the ruling of Garter King of Arms.
Garter King of Arms. Oh, it's British. Okay. So, now, is the title still in question?
Our chances of success have greatly multiplied, but I have to satisfy Sable Basilisk on the subject.
Basilisk?
Yes. Lack of lobes, of course, but also your family's migration from Augsburg to Gdynia in Poland. Could you spare a day to accompany me to Augsburg to see if the handwriting of these Blofeld families in the archives awaken any memories or connections? I could spare no more than a week.
You think we can satisfy the Minister of Justice in Paris?
Most certainly, with the authority of the college in support.
Sir Hilary, I am determined that my title shall be officially recognized. You like the view?
It's wonderful. Is the blue ice the start of the bobsleigh run?
Beyond the cable car station, yes. You see the zigzag course down into the valley. Outstanding hazards are named in deference to your English traditions. Hell's Delight, Bone Shaker, Dead Man's Leap.
Excuse me, did something occur during the night? I heard a scream.
Accident.
Oh?
He was one of those who sprays a start of the bob run every morning. He slipped, lost his balance, went off down the run like a human bobsleigh.
Couldn't save himself?
It is sheet ice, a mile of it. I'm told he went all the way down to Paradise Alley, but dead in the first 100 yards. And now I must continue my vital work. Enjoy your lunch. Fräulein Bunt will show you our terrace restaurant. You will find the air invigorating.
I'm sure.
We have quite taken the international set away from Gstaad and St. Moritz. Is it not sensational for our first season?
My congratulations.
Sir Hilary, I am the Comte de Bloville. I know it in my heart, in my veins.
Thank you, Count. I will make a start straight away.
I really don't think Sarah should have told on him.
But he started mucking her about.
You mean, actually?
Well, so she says. He's such a beast of a man.
Was, you mean?
Which one was it anyway? One of the Slavs, Bertil.
Oh, the one with the dreadful teeth.
You oughtn't to see such things of the dead.
How do you know he's dead, Kirsty? What happened to him, anyway?
Slipped and fell.
Sir Hilary, I am happy you will be staying for a whole week. Is not the Count an interesting man?
Very. Our talk was too short. I was longing to ask him about his researches.
The Count does not discuss his work. In these specialized scientific fields, there is much jealousy. I do not, of course, refer to yourself, my dear Sir Hilary, but to spies from the chemical companies. That is why we must keep total privacy in our little eagle's nest. Even the police in the valley are cooperative. They appreciate what the Count is doing.
The study of allergies.
Just so.
I say, don't you girls eat anything but meat and potatoes? Is this something to do with your allergies?
Well, yes, in a way. Somehow I've come to simply love...
Ruby, no discussion of treatment, not even with our good friend. Interesting crowd, do you not find, Sir Hilary? Our esteemed members of Pete's Gloria. That is your Duke of Marlborough over there with a party of young things. And the beautiful girl with the long fair hair, that is Ursula Andress, the film star.
Wonderful tan. Almost as sensational as my Earth Gloria.
We have 3 expert Frenchmen in the kitchen. Men are very good at cooking, is it not?
Excuse me, old chap. It is Hilary Bray, isn't it? I saw your name in the visitor's book.
Ah, yes, that's me.
Sir Hilary Bray?
That's right.
Glencoe Scouts during the war?
Ah, no, you're thinking of my first cousin from Brentrelicum. Died 6 months ago, poor chap. I inherited the title.
Oh, Lord, I'm sorry to hear that. Great pal of mine in the war. Well, I didn't see anything about it in the Times. What was it?
Fell off one of those bloody mountains of his. Broke his neck.
My God. Poor chap. But he was always fooling around on the tops by himself. I must write to Jenny at once. Well, cheero. I'm sorry to have butted in. So long.
Gosh, it's hot out here in the sun, Fräulein Bunt.
Curious coincidence. You were alike, you and your cousin?
Oh, absolutely. Split image. Often used to get taken for each other. Cheers, girls.
Cheers.
Hello?
Tracy, it's your father, calling from Paris. How you doing? How is the clinic?
Okay, actually.
You recovered? You seem boned.
No.
Go find him. I have address of someone he's looking for.
So...
Pete's Gloria Club, above St. Moritz. You'll find Bones somewhere near Frost Shore. Get to him, Tracy.
Oh, yes?
Yes. Watch your step. Look after yourself. He will be your savior.
Yes? Who is it?
It's me.
Ruby?
Oh, shh. Sorry. Go into the bathroom.
Eh?
Oh, please forgive me, Sir Hilary, but I did so want to talk to you for a second.
In the bathroom?
It's supposed to be a secret, but we're pretty sure all the rooms have microphones in them. I don't know where. We think they've got some sort of television, too. We always undress in the bathroom. It's as if we're being watched the whole time. I suppose it's something to do with the treatment.
I expect so.
Often I think I hear voices at night and sounds coming from somewhere. Then next morning it seems I might have dreamt it. The other girls say the same. Would it just be the treatment?
Probably.
But the point is, Sir Hilary, I was really excited by what you were saying about Miss Bunt perhaps being a duchess. Is that possible?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I wanted to tell you my surname. It's Windsor.
Gosh, that's interesting.
I know. There's always been talk in my family that we're distantly connected to the royal family.
Oh, wow. What were your parents' names?
George Albert Windsor and Mary Potts. Does that mean anything?
Well, the Albert's significant. Prince Consort to Queen Victoria.
Oh, golly.
Where do you come from in England?
Lancashire, Morecambe Bay. Where the shrimps come from. A lot of poultry too.
So that's why you love chicken so much.
Oh, no. That's just the point. I was allergic to chickens. I loathed them. Even eating chicken brought me out in a sort of rash. It was awful. And of course my parents were mad at me, they being poultry farmers. And then one day I saw this advertisement. It said anyone suffering from chicken allergy, some long Latin name, could apply for a course of... well, for a cure in a Swiss institute. All found and pocket money. Rather like those people who act as rabbits trying to find a cure for colds.
I know.
So I applied and I met Miss Bunt in London and she said I was just what the institute wanted. And I came out here about 2 months ago. They're terribly strict, of course. But the Count has absolutely cured my trouble. I love chickens now. I think they're just the most wonderful birds in the world.
Well, that's a jolly good show. I'll get to work on your name right away. But how can I see you by yourself?
You mean at night?
Yes. It's the only way. Come here. I think you're terribly attractive.
Oh, Sir Hilary. But how would you get out of here? Of course it's true. I'm just next door to you, in number 3.
I knew you were somewhere close to me, Ruby. Instinct, I suppose. Now look, I learned a thing or two in the army. I can get out by inserting this little strip of plastic in the door crack in front of the lock and slipping the latch. Promise not to tell anyone.
Oh, you are a one. I promise.
Good girl. I'll see you at drinks.
Cheers! Up, sláinte.
Cheers, Hilary.
Down the hatch, girls. By God, I needed that. I've been working like a slave all day, while you've all been waltzing about on the ski slopes in the sun.
Oh, have we indeed? 2 boring lectures this morning and catching up with reading most of the afternoon.
And it's Christmas Eve.
What sort of reading?
Oh, with me it's sort of agricultural stuff. Same with you, isn't it, Sally?
Broad beans for me, lovers. The broader the better.
But we're not supposed to talk about our cures, you know.
Oh, well. So where do you come from, Violet?
Ireland, the south, near Shannon.
All that potato country?
That's right. Nothing but potatoes to eat and potato crops to talk about. I used to hate them, and now I'm longing to get back. Funny, isn't it?
Your family will be pleased.
They'll get a shock, all right.
How's that?
Well, with all I've learned about how to improve the crop, the latest scientific ways, chemicals and so on. Oh, but I mustn't talk about it. Sir Hilary, I was terribly interested in what you were saying to Miss Bunt. You see, I'm an O'Neill. They used to be almost kings of Ireland. Do you think there's... Oh, there's Miss Bunt. And I simply can't get my shoulders round enough, Sir Hilary. And when I try to, I simply overbalance.
Afraid I don't know anything about skiing, Violet.
Ah, Sir Hilary, you are already sunburned.
Hello, Fräulein Bunt. I say, I thought it might be fun to go down in the cable car and pay a visit to the valley. I gather St. Moritz is just the other side.
Alas, my dear Sir Hilary, that is against the rules. Guests here have no access to the Seilbahn, only for tourists. Here, we are monastery almost. We can pursue our researches in peace.
Oh, I quite see that, but I'm not a patient here. Couldn't an exception be made?
I think that would be a mistake, Sir Hilary. So sorry. Also, zum Essen.
It had only been a try-on to see what form the negative answer would take. But as Bond followed her into the dining room, It was quite an effort to restrain his right shoe from giving Irma Bunt a really tremendous kick in her tight, bulging behind.
Oh, snuggle up, Sir Hilary. You do love me a little bit.
I think you're the most adorable, beautiful girl. I wish I'd met you before. Now go to sleep.
Oh, Sir Hilary.
Oh, Ruby.
Oh, botheration.
What is it?
It's a treatment. I suppose it's midnight.
Yes.
Don't pay any attention. It's only for me. Just go to sleep.
Ruby, it is I, your Count Bloville, your master. You are going to sleep, warm and comfortable, slipping down into sleep. Ruby, your bed is as soft and downy as a nest. You are as soft and sleepy as a chicken in a nest, fluffy and cuddly. The little darlings are going to sleep. They are, like you, Ruby, comfortable and sleepy in their nests. You love them. You love all chickens. Soon you will be going back to your own darling chickens. Soon you will help all the chickens of England. You will be able to improve the breed of chickens all over England. You will be doing so much good, Ruby. It will make you very, very happy. Improving the breed. But you will say nothing of your methods. They will be your very own secret. Thousands, millions of chickens made happier because of you. You will remember what I say. Remember. Remember.
Remember. Remember.
Sir Hilary, I hope you slept well. We are going to have snow. A good day for work. No distractions. Sit down.
I certainly found your charming patients distracting. May I ask what's the matter with them? They all look healthy enough.
They suffer from allergies, crippling allergies, in the agricultural field. They are country girls. Their disabilities affect the chances of their employment. I have devised a cure for such symptoms. We are making much progress together. And now, to our work.
Indeed. We have covered 3 generations, only another 50 years until Augsburg.
Nein, nicht gut. It was my great-great-grandfather. Of him I know nothing. Perhaps, if it is a question of money, people, witnesses could be found.
I don't quite understand what you mean, Count.
Sir Hilary, you have only to name a figure. Just a little cooperation. Your supporting evidence.
What you are suggesting, Count, is not without interest, but...
You need have absolutely no...
Keep walking. What? Is there, Engländer? Is there?
Was ist denn los? We are working. Who is this?
God, I recognize him. Sean Campbell, number 2 from Station Z in Zurich. Christ almighty. Following a lead of his own.
Herr Count, this man was found in open ski compartment, back of gondola. Much frozen, but still had to be subdued.
Ich sagte, er ist ein englischer Tourist auf Zurich. Sein Name ist Campbell.
Campbell! Yes! What? My God! James! Thank God! James, tell him it's me. Tell him I'm from Universal Export. Zurich branch, you know. For God's sake, James, tell him I'm... Oh.
You know this man, Sir Hilary?
No, never seen him before, poor chap. Concussed, probably. Why not ship him down to a hospital? He looks in pretty bad shape.
And Universal Export. I seem to have heard that name before.
Well, I haven't.
Fritz, zur Befragungszeller. Go.
Jawohl. Aus, Sie englische Tourist.
James, please.
The interrogation cell, did you say?
No, the sick room. He will be well looked after. I'm afraid this has interfered with my train of thought, Sir Hilary. You will forgive me for this morning?
Oh, right.
You're in trouble. What have you been doing?
Nothing. What's up?
We've all been told we mustn't talk to you unless Miss Bunt is there. Oh, she could hardly be here. Oh, do you think they know about us?
Couldn't possibly. I think I know what it is. This morning the Count told me I was a disruptive influence interfering with your treatments. He asked me to keep myself more to myself. I'm sure that's all it is. Rather a pity, really. Apart from you. I mean, you're sort of special. I think all the girls are terribly sweet. I'd like to have helped you all.
Helped us?
Well, this business of surnames. I'm sure the others would like to have theirs done. Rather like palmistry. Anyway, I've decided to get out of here. Who the hell do they think I am? But, Ruby, if you can give me their surnames, I do a piece on each of them and post them when you all get back to England.
Oh, they'd love it. But, Sir Hilary, how are you going to get away? There's always a security guard at the end of the corridor.
Oh, I'll manage. I located the ski room. I'm sure I can get all I need from there. They can't hold me against my will.
Oh, have you got anything to write the names down on?
Yes. Fire away.
Well, you know me and Violet. Then there's Kirsty McKinnon. She's from Aberdeen. Sally Gardner, from somewhere in Herefordshire. And Anne Travers, from Dorset.
Good. What about Polly somebody who left in November?
Polly Tasker, from East Anglia. I can find out the address when I get back to England. Sir Hilary, I am going to see you again, aren't I?
Call me Hilary. You're my girlfriend, remember? You can always get me at the College of Arms. Just send me a postcard when you get back.
Oh yes, I will, Hilary. And you will be careful, won't you?
Yes. Just don't breathe a word of all this. It's a secret between us, right?
Of course, darling.
Darling.
10 o'clock. Goggles, gauntlets, schnapps, passport. All set. Plastic. Unlock and out. Ah, yes. The guard. So, commando style. Rough justice. Oh, God. Ja.
Alles in Ordnung?
Ja.
Also hört zu. Wir kommen für den Engländer in 10 Minuten. Verstanden?
Ist recht.
Also aufpassen, ja?
Superfil. Thank you, Bund. So, I've got 10 minutes. Ski room.
2 minutes later, Bond was adjusting the steel cables behind the heels of his skis.
Safety latches. Done. Now, I'm going skiing. No time for style, James. Just stay upright. Oh, good. Dive into the next turn. Yeah. Fast. Hard left hand round the shoulder. And... Pause. Now, is there a flag? Yes, way down. Okay. S turns down the next slope and make for it. Go!
As Bond sped downwards, a blazing magnesium flare began its wandering descent, turning everything into a hideous daylight. Another and then another sprayed out across the sky, lighting every cranny of the mountainside.
Oh, God, they're sending the cable car after me. Keep going. Come on. Is that the flag? 2 more S-turns. Shit! Oh, it's just a grenade thrower in the cable car. Get away from the line of fire. Left-hand flag. Traverse now. So they finally got after me. How much lead have I got? Oh, God. Black flag. Danger. Well, the hell with it. Down towards the tree line. Do it in S's. Rockets now. Of course, pretending it's a rich folks' party. Christmas Eve. God rest ye merry gentlemen. White Christmas. Huh. All I need. Avalanche. The last trump. Right, point the skis straight downhill. Try and race it. Let nothing you dismay. And keep forward. Hands way in front. Whole bloody mountain on the move. Beat it to the tree line. Where's the flag? Go left, go left.
Yes, more to the left. More. Flag. And into the white glade. Thank God. Past me. Come on, James. Get up. Happy Christmas. Right. Off the run. Make for the road via the cable station.
Bond jinked sideways and glanced up to where the shot had come from. A man on skis was coming fast after him.
One of the Piz Gloria thugs. Okay. So, who's going to get to the end of the run first?
He studied the finishing point in front of the cable station, and then the low embankment that protected the main railway line up to the Benina Pass. On the other side of the rails, the embankment dropped down onto the main road to St. Moritz.
By God. Can I make it across the railway line before the train gets there?
As Bond hit the low embankment, he dug both his sticks in and hurled himself forward.
Up and over!
Steel rails below. Then he crashed onto the icy road, skidding against the hard snow wall on the other side. The spray from the snow fan on the front of the train spat at Bond. It was pink.
Oh, my God. Mincemeat. Well...
He wiped some of the blood from his face and punted off down the black ice of the road towards St. Moritz.
James. Oh, James, mon cher. It's me, Tracy.
What?
James, what's the matter with you?
Tracy. Tell you later. I'm in bad shape. I want to sleep.
James, where have you come from? This is St. Moritz, the skating rink, their Christmas Eve ball.
Yes, saw it. Came here to mix with the crowd. People are after me. Watch out for a black Mercedes. Tracy?
Hmm?
Got your Lancia?
Yes, darling. Up you come, just hang on to me.
They're waiting outside. Better stay away from me. They may be shooting.
James!
I can make it. Where's the car?
It's down the road to the right, but don't be silly. Come on, we can do it.
Kiss me all the way to the entrance. They're there, but I think we can make it.
It's what I've been waiting for.
Seen us. That's their mug. Quick, my darling, get in. Thank God. It's pointing the other way.
Be minutes before they can turn and get after us.
You're an angel, Tracy. Take it easy.
You're feeling better. But are you pleased with me?
I'll tell you when we get to Zurich. Go! For God's sake, how did you manage that?
Rally studs on all the tires. Sit back, enjoy the drive.
Oh, you look wonderful. An angel on skates. But how are you here? It saved my life.
Well, Papa knows what you're doing. He practically ordered me to find you. He's quite taken to you, you know. I was going to come up tomorrow to look for you.
Wait. Damn.
I know. They're gaining.
Probably got snow chains.
I can hold them. Would they kill us if they caught us?
Highly likely.
Well, you'll have to think up something clever.
They swung into an S-bend on the mountain road, out of sight of their pursuers. Now came a stretch of reconstruction work where there had been a landslide. A huge crimson arrow pointed right to a narrow track across a temporary bridge. On the left was rickety fencing, and then a precipice down into an ice-flowed river.
Tracy, stop! I'm getting out. Wait for me around the next corner. Hug the mountainside to the right. I'm going to shift the arrow. Drive on. Okay. Stand back, James. Here it comes. Hell of a way to spend Christmas. Everything fixed at my end, Tracy. But the car is going to be bad news. Get the hell on over the frontier.
James, it's been so long waiting for you. Do I have to?
Tracy, I love you.
What?
Will you marry me?
You mean that?
What in hell am I doing? Do I mean it? Hell. Except, I'll never find another girl like this one. She's got everything. She seems to love me. So, why not? Yes, I mean it.
I'm sorry, James, but it came as a shock, but... Yes, I'll marry you. Just kiss me once and I'll be going.
James and Tracy Bond.
I'll drive to Munich, to the Viergartseiten Hotel. I'll wait for you there. You'll telephone me? When can we get married? I must tell Papa.
I'll see you in Munich.
Oh, sorry to bring you into headquarters on Christmas Day, 007.
That's all right, sir. We never clothed.
What?
Well, never closed, actually.
Who didn't?
Windmill, sir.
What windmill?
The Windmill Theatre, sir. In the war. They never, never mind, sir. Oh, hello.
007, this is Mr. Franklin.
How do you do, Commander Bond? Great privilege. I'm from Ag & Fish. You're lucky to be here.
Well, possibly.
We've just read your report, Commander. Fascinating. Allergies, hypnotism, alpine setup. The Ministry thinks you may have run into something pretty big.
What do you have in mind, Franklin?
Righto. Map of Britain and Era here, showing total agricultural and livestock resources. And list of the girls and their addresses. I do believe we've cracked it.
Cracked what?
Look here. Aberdeen, Aberdeen Angus, Lancashire, poultry, Kent, fruit, Shannon, potatoes, East Anglia, turkeys, gobble gobble, and so on.
Oh, get on with it, Franklin.
Absolutely. Daily Telegraph, early December. Concern over turkeys, flocks ravaged by fowl pest. Supplies of turkeys to the Christmas market may be hit by recent fowl pest outbreaks which have resulted in large numbers of birds being slaughtered. That's only the tip of the iceberg. But I can tell you this, gentlemen. Fowl pest is a virus, highly infectious, with a mortality of 100%. It's running wild in East Anglia. What you ate at lunch today was almost certainly a foreign bird.
I don't care if I never eat another turkey again.
We have one clue. All the birds that died first were exhibited at the National Poultry Show at Olympia early this month. Now, how much do you gentlemen know about biological warfare?
Well, we were concerned during the war, but neither side used it.
In theory, we're an ideal target.
Dead right. Here's our latest pamphlet. This bit's important. Defence against BW warfare is greatly complicated by the difficulties involved in detection of BW agents. They cannot be detected by sight, smell, or any other physical sense. Gentlemen, the prosecution rests.
So you conclude that this man Blofeld is mounting biological warfare against this country?
Oh, yes.
And what are your deductions?
Polly Tasker, who left this Gloria place over a month ago, came from somewhere around here. East Anglia, greatest concentration of turkey farmers. She'd suffered from an allergy against turkeys, but came back from Switzerland inspired to improve the breed.
And within a week, sir, there's the biggest outbreak of fowl pest ever.
Go on.
Now, Commander, your report mentions the laboratory was lit with a dim red light.
Correct.
Well, virus cultures suffer from exposure to bright light.
So, if before this Polly girl left, she was given, say, an aerosol spray of the right stuff and told it was a tonic to make them grow fatter and healthier, some kind of,
Turkey elixir. Exactly. Remember that hypnosis stuff about improving the breed in your report?
Yes. If she was ordered to go to Olympia and just casually spray this elixir among the prize birds...
That'd be quite enough. End of the show, the birds are dispersed back to their owners all over England. Bingo. 3 million birds dead and still dying, and a great chunk of foreign currency coughed up by the Treasury to replace them.
And the other girls?
All from danger spots. Local shows taking place all the time. Cattle, poultry, even potatoes. Swine fever for the pigs. I really must hand it to Herr Blofeld.
Steady. What do you think, 007?
I'm afraid it fits, sir. If Mr. Franklin's right, our currency will literally go through the floor, and the country with it.
Well, all right, Franklin. We'll pick up this Polly woman and get the others as they come into the country.
Of course, it's not their fault.
They'll be gently treated.
Then we'll have to deal with Blofeld. Well, gentlemen, compliments or otherwise of the season.
Thank you, sir. Good night, Commander.
Good night.
007, stay behind, would you?
Sir.
Whiskey, James?
Oh, thank you, sir.
So?
Well, sir, I do have a plan. It's all there. Much though I never want to see that damn mountain again.
What? The Corsican Mafia? The PM will never agree to this.
Then don't tell him, sir. All I need is 2 weeks' leave of absence.
All right, 007, but for God's sake, bring it off.
Can I have the 2 weeks' leave?
Yes. Oh, and one last thing.
Sir?
Pull a cracker, James.
I beg your pardon, sir.
A cracker. I think Miss Moneypenny must have left them. Here, cop hold.
Oh, right, sir. God rest you merry and all that.
Yes, of course, you are correct, James. Cannot be done officially, but Blofeld, he is too disgusting. And your chief is right. You would get nowhere with the Swiss.
That's why I'm asking you, Draco, the Union course, to destroy him.
I know. My memo to the job. That is the wedding present we thought of?
Yes, but I'll do my bit. I want this man for myself.
And I do not like. You are already lucky to be alive.
I don't want someone else to shoot my fox.
Okay. Every man in my team will have his job to do. Like commandos in the war. And I swear not to talk about the razor until you are finished with this business. Except you have not changed your mind?
Of course not. We'll be married within the week. By the British consul in Munich, an old friend. Honeymoon in Kitzbühel.
It goes well. How many did you say there are on the mountain?
About 8 now. And Blofeld.
The big one. That must not get away.
Excuse me, James. Sorry. Urgent message for you.
Hold on, Draco. Yes, Moneypenny?
From Station Z. Birds have assembled in the town and all fly tomorrow.
Right. Thanks.
Birds, James?
It means those girls are in Zurich and flying home tomorrow. Important they're out of the way. Thanks, Moneypenny. Sorry, Draco. I'll see you in Strasbourg in 24 hours.
And I have a surprise for you, my friend. A different sort of bird.
I'll be there.
A military helicopter. Amazing, Draco. How did you finagle this?
Don't ask. 24-hour loan from the Oasis, the French secret army. Now, my team is almost ready, and here is Georges, the best pilot in the secret air force.
Commander Bond, you will be sitting beside me, monsieur. I'm a good navigator.
Glad to hear it.
We shall have interesting conversation with the Swiss air defenses, Georges?
I think we can fool them. Commander, you see, we are now loading our stores.
Schmeiser submachine guns. Very good.
Also, each man carries a sidearm.
You too, James. Hey, you want a flick knife? Here. And black armbands? Here.
Thanks. Bundesalpenpolizei.
Federal Police of the Alps. Actually, no such force.
Well, I doubt if our Spectre friends will know that.
Exactly. Attenzione! At 2:45, let us roll. We have 1 hour.
Andiamo. Schweizer Air Control, gute Opik, bitte identifizieren Sie sich.
Commander Bond, reply, please.
Yes, hello. Please speak in English. I'm a British doctor working for the Red Cross.
This is Swiss Air Control. Identify yourselves.
FLBGS, helicopter of the Red Cross. We're flying blood plasma to Italy.
Your destination?
Our destination is Ospedale Santa Monica at Bellinzona.
Moment. You have infringed the Civil Airlines channel, land at Zurich and report to flying control, land and report.
What? This is a mercy flight carrying blood plasma of a rare category.
It is to save the life of an Italian scientist. Do you wish to be responsible for murder?
Who gave clearance for your flight?
You did.
What? We have no record of your proposed flight. I regret that you are transgressing Swiss airspace. Kindly land at Zurich.
Listen, for further information, contact International Red Cross at Geneva. I'm just a doctor. If you have lost the papers, that is not my fault, nor my pilots. And please call off the Swiss Air Force, which is at present trying to make my passengers airsick.
Who are your passengers?
Representatives of the world's press. I wish you happy reading of your newspapers at breakfast time tomorrow. And do please note that I am not the Soviet Air Force invading Switzerland.
Okay, FLBGS. You're cleared.
Bravo, James.
We made it, Draco.
There's a group waiting for us, James. 8 men.
Right, get the door open. I'll stay out of sight for the moment.
Bundespolizei Alpinpatrouille. Es gab einige Störungen hier am Heligabend.
Nein, der lokale Polizei war schon hier. Alles in Ordnung. Bitte gehen Sie sofort.
Monsieur Bond, building to the left, a man. moving in the darkness by the cable station, out of sight from the ground.
Blast. Right, I'm going after him.
The big one! He's getting away!
Blackstone!
100 yards down the slope, the man in the crash helmet had grabbed a one-man skeleton Bob. Holding it as a shield, he fired a burst from a heavy automatic at Bond. Bond fired 3 rounds, but the man was now at the glistening ice mouth of the Gloria Bob Run.
Yes, it's Blofeld, all right.
Blofeld flung himself forward and disappeared down the run, swallowed up by the moonlit landscape. Bond grabbed a skeleton bobsleigh, ran to the start, and hurled himself in a mad dive down the dark blue gutter.
Now, what comes first? Yup, dead man's leap. So what's next? Whiz bang straight. Oh, God, must be doing 70. Black ice. Here comes the S-bend. There he is. This'll be hell's delight. But you're gaining, James. You bastard, Blofeld. I'm coming after you like lightning. But what's that? What the hell? Oh, God, a grenade! Must be the club building going up. By God, they'll start another avalanche. There goes the cable station. Well, why not finish the run? No gun. Gone to hell, of course. Right, onwards. 10 miles an hour. Child's play now. Paradise Alley. And the car park ahead. Draco and his team. There they go. Tougher getting across Swiss airspace this time. Well, if anyone can make it, he can. So, where's Blofeld? No trace except fresh tire marks. Must have phoned his man down here before he started and used him for the getaway. Tracks turn left. He's over the Bernina Pass by now. Down into Italy.
Also, was ist passiert auf Piz Gloria? Ja, ich weiß nicht, Brand, glaub ich. Du, wer bist du? Was machst du denn hier?
Sorry, I don't, I'm a tourist. British, actually.
Oh. What has been going on up at Piz Gloria?
I wish I knew, old chap. I came on a day excursion from Zurich and missed my bus. I was going to take a train back, then I saw these explosions up the mountain. Went up there a bit to see better. Next thing I knew was a bang on the head and being dragged along the path. Hence these rather raw elbows, what? Must have been that broken cable. Don't have a Red Cross outfit with you, do you?
Here, brandy.
Thanks. I'm supposed to be getting married in a few days. Hell of a bridegroom I'm going to look.
Okay, we need helicopter from Mountain Rescue. Must go back to Samaden and report. You wish come?
I certainly do. Never travelled in a fire engine before. I say, just drop me off at the railway station, would you? Cheers, huh? Dankeschön.
Bitte.
Oh, James, what have they been doing to you?
Oh, it's all right, Tracy. Cuts and bruises could happen to anyone.
I knew you were going to get into more trouble. And now Papa has telephoned. There's this story in the Munich papers. I knew it all tied up.
Look.
All right. I won't ask questions. But you are such an idiot. You don't seem to think it matters to anyone. It's so selfish.
You're right. Hard to accept that anybody might care about me. I'm sorry. But something just had to be done.
I wouldn't love you if you weren't a pirate. I expect it's in the blood. I'll get used to it. Don't change. I want to live with you, not with somebody else. By the way, the paper is behind the seat on the floor. Can you read German?
Damn you, Tracy. Explosions on Piz Gloria. Cable railway to Millionaire's Resort destroyed. Oh, and this is interesting. In England, polio scare. Girls held at various British airports. Suspicion of having had contact with a polio carrier at Zurich Airport are still being held in quarantine. Oh, that's a clever idea. M's, probably. Another girl, origin of the scare, Miss Violet O'Neill. Under observation at Shannon Hospital. She is a native of Era. You know, Tracy, the British really do this sort of thing rather well.
So, case closed, James? Assignment over?
Yes, except for Blofeld.
Let me speak to him.
Here he is, Papa. In one piece, almost.
Draco, where are you?
Traveling towards you. Did you get him?
No, damn it. He's in Italy now. At least I think he is. How'd you get on? It looked fine from down below.
Satisfactory.
All accounted for?
Yes. Gone for good. No trace of your man from Zurich, I'm afraid. I lost 2. That's all. The trip back was entertaining.
By the way, what about the girlfriend, Bunt?
No sign of her. It's just as well. It would have been difficult to send her away, like the others.
Yes. I've had a word with our Munich head of station here. They have a XXX code machine. I'm about to stroll around there and send an update to my master in London.
I'll see you in a few hours.
If Bond had not been thinking of other things, he might have noticed the toad-like woman on the other side of the street, who gave a start of surprise and got on his tail. When he went into the building on the audience plots, she waited on the far side of the square until he came out, then tailed him back to the hotel and placed a long-distance call.
Felicitations, James. I am now your father-in-law. While your new wife is being commandeered by the consul, listen. Many months ago, I made you a serious offer.
Which I declined.
Now you must accept. Name of your bank, please.
Shut up, Draco. The only kind of money to have is not quite enough.
James, you cannot possibly keep Tracy on his civil servant's pay.
I'll tell you what. If either of us ever needs real help, I'll come to you.
You promise?
My word on it. Now pull yourself together. Here's my wife. She'll think we've been having a fight.
So we have. The first fight I have ever lost.
Here we are, James, old boy. Returning wife to husband.
James, and here's a colleague of yours.
Moneypenny. Thanks for flying in.
James, I wish you both happiness.
Thank you. Nice hat.
Look after him, Tracy.
Of course I will.
Yes, as British consul, this marrying business is a bit of a holiday for me. Of course, I shave some days off the notice period. Reasonable risk and exceptional circumstances.
Exceptional?
Well, merely imminent death of either party. Still, you both look healthy enough. That's a nasty cut on your head, Commander.
Exceptional circumstances.
Couldn't keep it totally private, though. Woman rang for the Münchner Illustriert. Gossip writer, I suppose, wanted to send a cameraman along. Told them hush hush, right?
Cheers.
And here's Q come to pay his respects.
Well, I don't know about that, 007. I hear you two are off to Kitzbühel.
Sorry, classified, Q.
By the way, I've given the once over to your little Lancia, Mrs. 007. Lovely wishbone suspension. Unbeatable.
Thanks.
You'll get some skiing in, of course.
No, he won't, Q. Skiing's out at present. Agreed, 007?
Oh, hello, M. Prost and so on. Gesundheit, or whatever it is.
Champagne man here?
Oh, danke. Yes, I'll take another.
No question, sir.
Thank you so much for coming, M.
Don't mention it, my dear.
And Q.
Tremendous.
Ah, thanks. But, 007, I want to see you back on Monday week. Something's percolating in Sierra Leone.
Oh, jolly good. I'm just developing a little thing to test the authenticity of diamonds, actually. I'm using a simple electrothermal probe.
Yes, all right, Q.
We must get going, Dolly.
Bye.
Yeah,
bye. Thank you.
Best of luck, Mr. and Mrs. 007. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Happy happiness. Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye.
First thing, Mrs. B, I just want to say, despite what Moneypenny said, I'll look after you. Will you mind?
No. But you need looking after, too. Let's look after each other.
All right. Though I'd rather have my job than yours. 2 o'clock. We'll be in Kitzbühel soon after 3.
You know that speck of red is still behind us.
The Maserati. We passed it half an hour ago, being tanked up. No competitive spirit if they can't catch the Lancia at 80.
They're coming up faster now. Do you want me to lose them, James?
No. Let them go. We've got all the time in the world. Wave it past.
Sir Hilary Bond. A pleasure indeed, Sir Hilary.
Avoid your head, Mr. Bond.
Mein Herr. Mein Herr. Mein Herr.
What?
Hello?
Was ist? Autobahnpatrol. Was ist denn geschehen?
What? What? Tracy? Tracy? It's all right. It's quite all right, officer. She's having a rest. We'll be going on soon. There's no hurry. You see, we've got all the time in the world. Amazingly, we're very happy.
The young patrolman took a last scared look at the motionless couple, hurried over to his motorcycle, picked up the hand microphone, and began talking urgently to the rescue headquarters.
In On Her Majesty's Secret Service by Ian Fleming, James Bond was played by Toby Stevens, Blofeld by Alfred Molina, Irma Bunt by Joanna Lumley, Drucko by Alex Jennings, and Tracy by Lisa Dillon. M. John Standing, Moneypenny Janie D., Franklin Lloyd Owen, and Q. Julian Sands. Griffin Orr and George Nigel Anthony, Sable Basilisk and card player Cobner Holbrook Smith, hotel manager and Swiss Air Controller John Glover, British Consul John Baddeley. Ruby was played by Joanna Cassidy. Violet Claire Dunn, Sally Lucy Phelps, Anne Catherine Manners, Kirsty Hannah Donaldson, the British chap John Hudson, Campbell Darren Richardson, and the fire captain, solicitor and patrolman Matthew Wolfe. Other parts were played by members of the cast. Martin Jarvis was the voice of Ian Fleming. Specially composed music, Mark Holden and Michael Lopez. On Her Majesty's Secret Service was dramatised by Archie Scotney, directed by Martin Jarvis, and is a Jarvis and Ayres production.